When I think about talking some LSU football, the first name for me that comes to mind is Matt Moscona. We've talked to Matt for a number of years. Appreciate him dropping by. You can catch his show after further review. That would be each and every, let's say, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Matt, good to see you.
Hey, Mark. Always great to see you, man. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. Let's talk some spring football, even though you just let me know that baseball team's 30-3. So that's catching some of your attention at this point. And
It's got to be the only part of the country where in April people are less worried about the Final Four and more worried about the weekend series against Oklahoma.
my final year at Kent State, Matt, Kent State's baseball team and their program was really good. Their head coach went on to Georgia Tech. They were in the final 8 in the country. No one on campus had a clue what was going on. I get my second job in TV down in the SEC and traveled around to baseball. And I thought, college baseball, what's the big deal? And then I got indoctrinated. And it is fun. It is fun stuff.
I remember when Kent State went to Omaha, they had a good team that year. It's college baseball is great when you get bitten by the bug, but obviously there's a great loyalty, especially when your team does well. And LSU's got a great tradition. You know, they've won 7 national championships, and it might add number 8 this year. We'll see.
The football tradition is pretty good too. And let's look at these transfer portal additions because, my goodness, these are recognizable names to college football fans. Barry and Brown comes in from Kentucky. Nick Anderson had a big year as a freshman at Oklahoma. Jack Pyburn, Patrick Payton, a guy that you got to see up close, a couple openers consecutively, of course, at Florida State. So obviously there has been a concerted push to get in productive players.
Yeah, whenever LSU went into that portal cycle in December, it was a weird circumstance that unfolded, Mark. LSU was very slow to the NIL game, to the fundraising game, to put it that way. And in this past fall, they started to ramp up fundraising. And then the odd circumstance, sort of the irony, is the worst thing that happened ended up being the best thing. So Bryce Underwood, who was the number 1 player in the country, had been committed for a year. And we all know the story. The CEO of Oracle dropped about $12 million in his lap, and he flipped a couple weeks before signing day. But what happened, Mark, is that freed up a ton of cash for LSU to spend in the portal that they had allocated for Underwood. And it also really pissed off a lot of rich people around here who started spending money. And so LSU was able to go sign the number 1 transfer portal class in the country, and they just didn't get numbers, Mark. They got guys that are proven veteran Power 5 dudes, and they are littered on both sides of the ball, in addition to players like Garrett Nussmeier coming back and Aaron Anderson, a lot of well-known, names already who are established. So, and I would compare it, Mark, to like what Ohio State or Ole Miss did a year ago, what Florida State did a couple of years ago. I mean, they are all in with this roster with the number, not just number, but the quality and quantity of transfers they brought in to complement the veteran players they have returning.
So nobody should expect them to do anything else, but we do have another portal cycle showing up here in about a week. Do you expect anything else?
So there's one position where I tell you it would have to be the right player, but offensive tackle would be the one spot. Now, they've recruited very well, Mark, but the 2 guys that seem to be holding down the starting tackle spots right now are Tyree Adams and Weston Davis. And those guys were, Tyree Adams was a top 100 player. Weston Davis was a 5-star, and they're playing left and right respectively right now. But if you have a chance to go on the portal and get a guy that's a 3-year starter and a proven, elite level tackle, you might do that. But, sans that happening, I think they're good where they are in the portal right now.
Matt Moscona is here from ESPN Radio, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. The show is every day, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. It's after further review.